Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. Welcome back to the daily discussion. I am your host, Professor Hawk Sensei. And I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm glad you could join me. The topic of discussion for today, right? Actions speak louder than words. You probably heard this before. Hopefully you have. And if you have not, I'll go ahead and give you a brief, break it down for you a little bit so you understand what we're talking about. Actions speak louder than words. No, not literally. Like me throwing that punch, that action, you can't hear it as loud as you can hear my voice. So what are we really saying? What we're really saying is what you say versus what you do. When your words don't match your actions, you're deemed untrustworthy, unworthy, not to be taken serious, a joke, a fool. So be careful what you say if you don't really mean what you say. Especially if you're someone who likes to make threats. I'm not talking about people who make promises. I'm talking about people who make threats. You know what I mean? Actions speak louder than words. And I talked about fear not too long ago. And somebody who's in fear of their life, they may be motivated to remove you, to get rid of you, to take you out. So you may be barking up the wrong tree by making, idle threats. But this video isn't about threats. It's about actions speaking louder than words. When you constantly make promises and say you're going to do this and you're going to do that, but you never deliver, you procrastinate over and over and over, people lose respect for you. Oh yes. They may not outright say it, but people lose respect for you. You're like, man, he said he was going to do this, he said he was going to do that. He had all these crazy ideas and don't nothing ever happen. You know what I mean? And I used to be like that. I used to have just so many ideas. I used to tell everybody what I wanted to do, how I'm going to do it, and this and that. And when things don't pan out the way that I had hoped or I had envisioned, you know what I mean, people look at me funny. I don't want you to make the same mistake. So if you're not 100% certain, or you're not passionate, or you're not obsessed with this idea or this thing that you hope to accomplish, don't speak on it. Who knows? You may get a change of heart somewhere down the road. You may see something or something may be revealed to you where you're like, you know what? I don't really think that's for me. You never know. So take your time. Do your study in your own time. Actions speak louder than words. Now, it may have been a month or so ago, but I had made a video talking about investing in your future, right? So this book that I have that I ordered online is a how to draw manga book. I just looked at a couple of pages, and when I did that act of reading, I realized that I always had the right instinct when it came to creating art. It's just that there were some fundamentals that I had overlooked, right? The reason why I brought me a manga book is because I want to get better at drawing art and manga, especially seeing as though I plan on creating a manga of my own, right? Actions speak louder than words. What I am doing is investing time, energy, and money into creating something that I said that I was going to do. How far it goes, I don't know, because I don't know how long I'll be here. God willing, it'll be a massive success. God willing. But if not, it's just something that I enjoy working on, something that I enjoy doing, something that I enjoy imagining about with other people who are helping me or who have told me that they want to be a part of it. Right? Because I've begun to take action with the ideas and the project that I hope to accomplish, I am receiving more respect, more admiration, because I'm staying true to what I say. My actions are lining up with what I speak and what I say. I want you to do the same. The subtitle or the subtopic for this video could be practice what you preach, because actions speak louder than words. Now, you may not think people take your words literally, or they'll even remember everything that you say. Right? You may even forget some of the things that you said, or some of the things that you may have promised or guaranteed. Doesn't matter. It's your actions ultimately that matter. If someone wants to manipulate you or take advantage of you or get you to see things in a certain way, they want to take advantage of you. They don't want you to know the truth. It's beneficial for them to convince you or get you to believe in what is the opposite. What am I saying? Opposition will take action to stop you, to halt your progress, to sabotage you. You may have to be proactive in dealing with opposition. What is that? Proactive, preemptive. You're always preparing yourself for an issue, for an obstacle, for a unforeseen financial expense. Any obstacle or opposition you may come across, you're going to have to act or be proactive in order to deal with these obstacles, these events, these situations that are not in our favor. Right? When we come across these obstacles, we need to figure out what's the proper course of action. Not the proper course of wordplay, unless of course we're in a team effort and we all need to communicate to work together. But ultimately, we're still going to have to act after the discussion. If we can't accomplish this goal that we set out to do, what's going to happen? We all going to be angry and upset with one another. There may be some finger pointing and even some fist throwing. Why? Because our words spoke louder than our actions. Our bark was louder than our bite. If you're somebody who considers themselves a leader, or you have people who believe in you or who are behind you, cheering you on, or you know what I mean? It is important that your actions always line up with what you say. People who look up to you, they hold you to a higher standard than they hold themselves and everybody else. I'm not saying that you got to meet their expectations. That's not your problem. But if you're someone who takes up the mantle of leadership, it is your responsibility to communicate or to express your standard and consistently project that and emulate that. Actions speak louder than words. You can talk about it all day. You can talk about it until you hoarse. You can talk about it until you blue in the face, but it ain't gonna matter until you act. Why? Because actions speak louder than words. What that really means is actions have more value than words. The doing of the work, the expending of energy, the process of development that requires kinetic energy, movement, action. That is what matters. Ultimately. Words have power. That is true. But actions are the essence of power. Because you can't act if you don't have the strength to do work. You can't do anything if you don't have energy. You need strength and motivation and sustenance and nutrition in order to act at an optimal, efficient level. So the act of putting nutritional food versus junk food speaks volumes. Your body will tell you the difference. Why? Because actions speak louder than words. The act of your body not functioning properly is a telltale sign that something is wrong. You feel it. You may hear it a little bit, but you feel it. It's like your body, with its actions, is saying, hey, you need to get it together. Tighten up. And that feeling, that electrical impulse that travels from your brain, right? From the point of pain, injury, disease, sickness, whatever, all the way to your brain and back down. Right? All that action speaks volumes. If your heart just talked about beating blood throughout your body, you wouldn't be here. It just acts. Same with your lungs. They just act. Don't contemplate, receive. We got to be more about action. Because action always holds more weight than wordplay. That's why so many men resort to violence when they want to get their point across. Some of us struggle with articulating our point, and I understand that. I've been there. But we've got to be diplomatic. We've got to be civilized. We've got to be mature in our actions. If we want to live a good life, live a long life, it don't even have to necessarily be good, but a long life, yeah, you're going to have to express and act in a way that is respectful of the next man or woman, child, whatever. We all share this world together, right? So before I close out the video, before I finish the discussion, I want to remind you that actions speak louder than words. I want to remind you that actions hold more weight than just talking. The doing, the movement, the motion is more valuable than just flapping them gums. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get you to see. You don't gotta discuss your ideas and your plans, and you don't have to do that. You put an expectation on your shoulders, on your head, on your back for other people to hold you up to. Why do that? Whatever it is that you're going to do, just do it. Just do it. Nike said it best. Just do it. Right? And like I said before, I thank everybody who's been tuning in, everybody who's been sharing, liking, supporting, commenting. It means a lot to me. It helps this channel grow, and it motivates me to keep this thing going. Hope you woke up today with a plan, a purpose, and a smile. And if you didn't wake up with a plan, purpose, and a smile, hey, that's all right. At least you woke up. Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. Class dismissed. Till next time, guys.